Alright, so got some sprites, and it looks like in my opening hand I kind of brick here. Don't really have a play, so I'm just going to set two imperms and pass. And then I also got an Ash Blossom, so I can pretty much stop my opponents. Hopefully, plus Nibiru too. So if things get like way too out of hand, I can always just drop a Nibiru on my opponent. And he's playing some pendulums, so let's see what he's going to be doing. So I flip an imperm to stop this card's effect. And then he is going to negate that. And bring out another body that's already negated. Then here he's going to go into heavy metal foes, and I'm going to negate this 100%. I knew I needed to stop this card. Now he's already done, I think, 3 summons. This one being the 4th summon, if I'm not mistaken. So I think he brought these 2 out, plus that, and then this one. So that would have been 4 summons. So one more summon, I would have been able to Nibiru him, which didn't really matter to me anyway. So I'm going to start building my board up. I go into Gigantic Sprite. Gigantic Sprite will allow me to bring out Hyperia so I can start drawing cards, because my hand is a little too thin for my liking, so I want to start drawing into some more cards. And then I'm just going to attack, go into Sprite Elf, bring back my negate. I have my monster negate there, and then that'll basically pop whatever monster he does summon when he activates it, because I contribute off that Sky Centurion. And then he is going to bring back some more monsters, and then I just draw into another card with Hyperia, and I end up drawing into something really good, which is a Sprite Starter. And then my opponent, I guess he messed up somehow, and he ended up quitting, so, or ended up surrendering. So let's go to another game and see another match that I've played. Got a lot of replays here, and I kind of want to get through some of them. Some of them are like really insane, so just why not double up, maybe even triple up. So this particular time I'm playing another Sprite, and I got Carrot and Jet. So my opponent's going first. I'm going to just activate Maxi to pretty much try to get them to not do anything, and I successfully stopped their turn by activating that Maxi. I'm going to activate Starter, and then he is going to activate Ash Blossom, but I have the out, my friend, with Crossout Designator. So I'm going to call Ash. That's going to stop that. And then I get out my Sprite Blue. Sprite Blue is going to activate, and he is going to stop my Sprite Blue, but it is a-okay because I got Jet and Carrot in hand anyways, so it really didn't matter. Go ahead and bring those out, and then my opponent just pretty much scoops because he realizes, yeah, I fucked up. Or not really, you fucked up. You just didn't have the real out to what I was doing. So let's look at one more gameplay. My matchups are kind of insane. My matchups are pretty insane. So here's a live twin variant of the Sprite deck right here. And I'm going to summon out Leela, go into Gigantic Sprite, go Sprite Blue into Jet, then grab Starter, of course go into Dagda right here, and then I'm going to use Gigantic Sprite to trigger off my Dagda to bring out the Ibli. So this is one of the sickest combos that you can do. We're basically going to Ibli lock our opponents, and while we're Ibli locking them, we're also going to lock them out of the extra deck, which means all they will be able to do is put Ibli onto the field. So we will 100% lock them out of the extra deck, and on top of that make it to where they can't special summon because they have the Ibli. So this is a pretty brutal combo that we're gonna do right here, and I haven't even locked them out of the extra deck just yet. Look, he crashes into the wrong card, going to basically Scythe lock him right here, Didn't really matter. I kind of made a misplay. I was supposed to pop the scythe much earlier, but I kind of misplayed a little bit. It's okay. Going to Trouble Sunny right here. And then I'm just going to build the advantage to just basically go for the kill. And my opponent is just pretty much done. To see that much advantage hit the field, knowing that Trouble Sunny is pretty much going to clear off whatever you got, you know it's coming. GG's, my boy. Let's look at the very last match of all of these matches. The rest of the matches I've never shown them before, but they are insane. But I do want to clear up some spaces because I got a lot of gameplays. So this one here is a runic sprite variant this time. I start off with runic tip and then grab a runic fountain. And then I'm going to activate Diviner. Diviner is going to send the Kelbeck. And this might not even be a sprite variant. This might be just a Shizu Runics. We'll see. So yeah, I grab another runic fountain, swap that one out. This deck is like really insane because of how it generates advantage and how it plays. Basically, you get to keep drawing a lot of cards while milling your opponents. The Shizu cards can mill out a lot of your runic cards, and then you get graveyard control. So that way I can shuffle back. So just right there, I shuffled back some of his elemental hero stuff that was in the grave. So then that way he couldn't use the effect as for advantage. So some craziness kind of happens, and I know that some of these cards, when they start hitting the graveyard, I can negate them. Now he negates my Silent Frame Lord Omega because it would have taken a card out of his hand, and it unbanishes something, a Medora, so then that way I can use its effect again, or a Keldo. So this card, he needs to get rid of this, and the funniest thing is, even if he does get rid of it, it can come right back. Super powerful card, and I'm just controlling too much, so my opponent just pretty much just sits there, does nothing, and then I win due to time limit loss. I mean, he was not going to be able to beat me. I had too much control of the match. Just GG's, my boy. So yeah, hopefully you guys all like these videos. I put a lot into this one video right here. Usually I just do one video at a time, one match at a time, and then just kind of let y'all just pick and choose which ones you watch. But if you prefer me to put multiple matches in a video, then just let me know. Alright, if you like the video, subscribe, give it a like, leave a comment, and peace. I'll catch y'all later.